Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Cross Beats Production.
What's going on? You're here with Nate28. This is Cross Beats Production. So I want to show you guys a quick little tip, a little technique that I use on vocals and other instruments as well, but mainly on vocals to get them to sit right in a mix. So this technique that I'm using, it's nothing new. It's something that I'm sure other people do as well, but I just wanted to show the people who don't already know about it how to do it and explain to you, I guess, kind of why you would do it as well. So basically what I'm going to do is play to you the vocal in the mix, and it's going to be drums and bass with the vocal, just so it's got, you know, some sort of, I guess, something to level it towards, and show you guys what that sounds like, and then we'll go through that and I'll explain to you what I've done with the technique to get this to sit right. So just before I go into it too much, I just want to show you visually what this looks like, and then visually at the top here what this other part of the blue vocal looks like. You can see some peaks on it and things sticking out, and then you can see here it's all consistently almost at the same level. So basically I'll play you the vocal, and then I'll explain to you how I did it, and we'll go through it. So first off with the correction done, and then I'll play it without it.
Oh Lord, you are my shepherd. I have all that I need. You give me rest in fields of green. You lead me by still waters. Your love restores my soul. You guide me on all the right path. And I declare that you are good. You are so good. You are so good to me.
Okay, so that's the raw vocal, no reverb, no processing or anything like that. It's just me actually pulling some levels down and pulling some levels up. Basically using an upward compression or downward compression, however you want to look at it. And that's the technique that I've used. So I'll just show you quickly how I did it, and I'll play you the vocal without it done first before I do that. So let's go through the vocal without it.
Oh Lord, you are my shepherd. I have all that I need. You give me rest in fields of green. You lead me by still waters. Your love restores my soul. You guide me on all the right paths.
Alright, I think you guys get the gist. So basically, as you could tell, there's peaks here that stick out. There's a peak here and there, everywhere, kind of all over the place. So what I did was a simple technique that I'm sure other engineers probably use, and you can use, you know, you could ride your fader and do it that way as well if you want to. That's another way of doing it. Or you could use plugins like Vocal Rider to do this as well. I find with Vocal Rider, it does a pretty decent job of it, but sometimes it's just not exactly how I want it done. So I figured I'd show you this technique that I use and just explain to you how it works. So as you can see, basically with this part here, all I've done was I created a chop within the audio file there. And just a thing to make a note of, when you do these chops as well, you want to make sure that it's in a silent part on the actual track. So make sure there's no, I guess, waveform sitting in that area, and just chop it where it's silent like that. The main thing is for that is so that you don't get clicks and pops within your chops that you're doing, and it allows you to do it without having to do with that. I guess you could use a, you know, fade in and fade out if you wanted to, but it just wouldn't sound right if you did that on all the parts where it's in there. So basically chop it up like that, so you get it individually. So you can see here, all I've done there is just chopped it and bring the level down. So I'll just minimize that a bit. And all you got to do is just bring down the volume to make it level with the rest of the volume there, so it sits more consistently in your mix. Now, it's not a really hard thing to do. It does take time to do it if you're going through a long vocal. I mean, this is going to take me a while to do, and I've already just done this first section here. But I mean, it's worthwhile in the end, because when you come down to using a compressor and, you know, trying to level the vocal, you know, with compression and stuff like that later on, it definitely helps with the compressor, because it's not going to have a peak all of a sudden popping into the compressor and then throwing it off, and it just doesn't sit right when you're trying to mix stuff like that. So I thought I'd just show you this technique and just show you how it works and kind of the explanation behind it, so you guys understand. And if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments. As always, I try to bring you guys the best content I can, so you can learn music production and all things music. And if you have any other video suggestions, anything else in the comments, let me know. But always give me a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, because it does help me in doing more of these videos. And as always, peace out, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Cross Beats Production.